In our makerspace classrooms around the district, in grades as early as kindergarten, we are teaching students to use the design process to guide their thinking. It begins with asking great questions, brainstorming possible solutions, designing a solution, building a model, testing that model, improving the model, and beginning the process all over again. The makerspace rooms and the work we do in them are vital to the education of today's students. Over the next few minutes, I invite you to take a journey with me and several of our administrators and teachers to our schools to see some of the work that is going on because of your generosity, the vision of the Board of Education and our administrative team, and of course our great teachers.
A makerspace is a place where students can come together to explore, invent, design, and create something that could be a solution to a problem they may have noticed in their world. It could be something they wish existed, or even something they just want to make better. This could include woodworking, robotics, sewing, or even just cardboard and duct tape. But the students make it in the makerspace.
Makerspace Classroom is a great place for students to explore, create, and work together as problem solvers.
In spite of all of our best intentions, I think we all know that in a traditional classroom, there are typically right and wrong answers. 2 + 2 must always equal 4. There are proper places in our writing for commas and periods, and there are accepted facts about the Revolutionary War. The elementary makerspaces create learning environments that put the main focus on the process of learning and thinking, rather than on the end product. And as a result, individual students can dream up and create unique solutions that are not right or wrong, but ones that inspire them to dream, incorporate engineering concepts, and their understanding of different materials, such as paper, clay, or plastic. And they design solutions to challenges that they identify or identified for them.
So how does the makerspace make you better students?
Don't give up. Yeah, and it makes you a lot more creative. You could always try different techniques to build. Like, if something falls down or gets ruined, I just try again and again.
In these spaces, it's okay to fail. In fact, failure isn't a bad thing. It's truly a step towards a better solution. I'm reminded of that quote from Thomas Edison. I have not failed, I've only found 10,000 ways that won't work.
Makerspace is important in kindergarten because it helps young children learn how to think with their hands. By taking things apart, by creating, by building with a plan, they learn how things work. And by learning how things work, they learn that they can make and create for themselves and solve problems as well.
If your ideas fail, you could listen to everyone's ideas, then make one big plan with using everyone's ideas.
We try and just settle the problem, and we don't fight with each other. We try again over and over until we get it right.
According to the Department of Education, only 16% of our American high school seniors are proficient in math and science and interested in a STEM career. Out of those in a STEM career, only 25% are women. That's certainly an area we're looking to have an impact.
I think the makerspace has really given them a sense of persistence and grit and sticking to it and not giving up on a plan. If it doesn't go right the first time, they'll definitely be able to go back to it or take a break and come back to it and have a better idea to improve upon their first round of efforts.
Well, I like the marble run because you can build up all these cool obstacle courses and the marbles go through it.
One of the activities we did recently was a measuring activity. Usually the kids were just given worksheets and some rulers and they were just measuring things on these worksheets, but we thought we decided to put some engineering into this and have them make some catapults.
I think sometimes I get ideas by watching the kids in the makerspace than how to support it in the classroom. So I'm actually watching them play and build with blocks and create things and do tech and draw on the whiteboard tables and listen to the conversations.
The design thinking methodology is carried on in the middle school program. We are thrilled to have completed the $400,000 renovation of the old stage in the cafeteria this past October. The resulting creation is a magnificent space where much of our STEAM work takes place on a daily basis. STEAM is an interdisciplinary process that incorporates science, technology, arts and design, and mathematics. I'm reminded that science is more than a school subject, it's an approach to the world, a critical way to understand and explore and engage with the world, and then have the capacity to change the world. Our new design lab at Eisenhower Middle School provides us with flexible space that allows our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students to use the design process and incorporate these other disciplines to create a solution to design challenges. Our students pick up on skills introduced at the elementary schools and take them to new levels. Assisted by new tools provided by the Wyckoff Education Foundation, such as our laser cutter and 3D printers and other more traditional tools, our middle school students are engaged in the exciting work of engineering, computer science, and design.
Students are solving real-world problems. They're working with materials that you wouldn't think they'd be able to create such amazing things with, like foam or wood. But what they also accrue would be different skills like collaboration and problem solving and resiliency. And those are skills that they take with them from class to class. They transcend different content areas. And they also put them on their tool belts, and they'll apply those skills outside of Eisenhower, and they'll be using them to gain a competitive advantage in the real world with whatever their future careers may hold.
Having the new space, our new innovation lab, has really allowed us to change the way middle school education is thought of. Our students get to think about and design and create anything they can imagine, whether it be on our brand new 3D printers or our laser cutter where they can engrave, which we call rastering or vectoring, any material, wood, plastic, so forth, and make things come to life. We really have changed what kids can do in school. Rather than sitting and taking information, they get to create their own learning, which I think we would not be able to do if we didn't have the support of the WEF and this wonderful space.
The new tools that we've gotten and the new ones that are coming will continue to allow the kids to have great new experiences and to use those 21st century skills to build, to design, and to engineer.